crispy mud. It wasn't even mud anymore. Nice crispy stuff between the grass and the bank where the water was. And I've come to find out not to walk on crispy mud because this is what happens to you. I sunk up to my knee, and it was a heck of a time getting out there because I was facing the wrong direction. Hell, out. But anyway, got out. Okay, winter part 2. Moving on. It started in November with the Northwest Arkansas, with the Arkansas Audubon Society's Northwest Arkansas Conference that was held in Rogers in the fall of 2011. And when I made it to the conference, I was at 299, and I needed that 300. So, Chesney Prairie, we went out to Chesney Prairie Natural Area near Siloam Springs, and I got my 300 American tree sparrow. And that was, I don't know, there's no telling what I did when I got it. Next, another bird of interest, tundra swan, Magnus Lake in central Arkansas around Hanger, which is north of Little Rock, East Springs area, close to Greersbury Lake. Magnus Lake is a real special place. We've had tundra swans come back since I guess maybe the late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around there, and these tundra swans have just been gaining number ever since. And I think I was out there a couple months ago and counted 200 swans. And occasionally, even less common tundra swan will get mixed in with them. This is actually juvenile, and you can see their range. This is just a migratory range. So they're pretty far off course when they make them back, but they're there. Next, third state, first state record for the year. I honestly didn't come into the year expecting to get any first state record, but I ended up getting 3 out of 4. There were 4 reported. This 44. But this was actually, the goal was once again bird of Texarkana. But like anybody on their big year, you can't stick with the plan of something where it comes up. So, Jonesboro, plans to go to Texarkana. Jonesboro, get a call that there's a brewer sparrow at Woolsey, Westbury, and Fayetteville. So what do? Instead of going to Texarkana, we take off to Fayetteville. And we made it in 4.5 hours from Jonesboro, which was about right. And saw this sparrow. We got to Fayetteville, saw the sparrow, left Fayetteville all in 45 minutes. And my girlfriend here, I think I royally pissed her off because I was only here for 45 minutes. But sorry about that. After that, we headed down to Texarkana. So we birded Saturday in Texarkana, had a great time. Then got a call that the nemesis Arrows Goldeneye had returned to Lake Dardanelle. So what do? On Sunday morning? We go from Texarkana back to Lake Dardanelle, almost halfway back to Fayetteville. And here he is with a common goldeneye. He's pretty numerous. Actually, he's on Lake Fayetteville sometime. And he's probably a bird that got to be quite crested and spurred down. So you can see that these are fairly rare in Arkansas. And I guess there's no way to know for sure, but since a Barrow's goldeneye, a gold male, has been back to 3 consecutive winters in Dardanelle, including this winter, I guess you could assume that it's probably the same male. Another Lake Dardanelle bird, Glaucus gull. This was a bird of interest, and it was actually, I didn't find it. I went to see the Glaucus gull the same day that a vermilion flycatcher was reported across the state of Stuttgart. So what did we do next? We went across the state for 4 hours to see the vermilion flycatcher. Okay, there's how it works here, I guess. And this is just a picture I drew of the kids. This was Woolsey, West Prairie, Fayetteville, CDC Day, December 18th, 2011. Sandhill crane, another cool bird of the year. Bono, Craighead County, which is just northwest of Jonesboro, about 10 minutes. That bird stayed for a couple of weeks and was really wild. Redneck Grebe, the last shebang of the year, the last major weekend. I was supposed to be at White River National Wildlife Refuge saw that the afternoon before, a redneck grease had been seen at Lake Dardanelle, which, as you can see, is another very rare bird. And so we went across the state to see it, made it back to White River, for all that snow geese. This is what it looks like on my side of the state in the wintertime. I just kind of threw that in. So, some logistical stuff. This is kind of cool. 76% of all my weekends of 2011 were spent birding and traveling in some way. 24% of the weekends were spent not birding and traveling, which equates roughly about 40 out of 52 weekends spent birding and traveling in some way. So at the end of 2011, all trips taken clocked in at a whopping total of 14,850 miles, which, for those geographers out there, equates to a little over half the Earth's circumference. So, quite a lot. These are some of the major places